Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham, my partner Albert Campman. Albert, it's that time of year again, the leaves are changing. Football's about ready for playoffs, and minor sports, minor only in attendance, not in importance. They're having their tournaments, and we're about to check out some cross-country.
Yeah, cross-country championships held in Boardman. Two teams take individual, and individuals take home first-place honors also. Gabby Vanetti of Boardman won the girls' event, while Blake Baker of Canfield took first place in the boys. In the team portion, Boardman girls come out on top, topping Camp by 4 points. That means that came right down to the end. And in boys, Dawsontown Fitch captured first in the AAC championship, beating out Canfield by 11 points. We also had individual state title in golf. Congratulations to Rocco Turner. Had the lead on Friday, and then came out on Saturday and blistered the place, shooting the best round of the day in 71. He won by 4 strokes, named the Division III All-Ohio first team, I would think so, after winning the championship.
71.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yep, so congratulations to both the teams, the individuals, and our boy Rocco, who's got to be excited about all the practice he's put in. You know, George, everybody, that's why you can't call it minor. You made a good point. You said that.
No, just you can't watch.
You understand how much time these cross-country runners and golfers put in?
Day and night.
Yeah.
You don't shoot a 71 on a golf course if you don't know what you're doing. You had no business thinking about
You learn the game the right way, so it becomes enjoyable. But then, instead of just playing that day 36 holes, you go out and shag balls for 3 hours. You hit the same shot over and over for an hour and a half.
Until it's muscle memory.
Yeah, until it's perfect.
I watch those guys. I'll be watching one of those big tournaments. And, you know, it takes watching someone, like they'll put Tony Romo and those idiots on there. You know, Relax Rogers and all that.
Right.
And you'll watch and they're good golfers.
Right.
And I watch and I see this, and this guy reads it and it goes the other way. And I'll watch every Saturday and Sunday of my life, and they don't go the other way.
Yeah, that's a great point. That we're talking good athletes who are good golfers still cannot conquer the game of golf.
State champ. I mean, when you're the state champ, I don't care if it's tiddly.
Whatever
race.
sports it is.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Well done.
Football, we had DJ Williams having a big week, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 of them over 60 yards, in a 42-20 victory for Austintown over Boardman. When I read that, I thought, what a great game. Then I read he ran for 301 yards, becoming the first Falcon ever to go over 300 yards in a game.
That's a lot of, you know, you can kick that around if you want, but that's a lot of yards.
You know what I really like about it? The score was 42-20. It wasn't
84-7.
Yeah, it wasn't 61-0.
Absolutely.
You know, we've had some record breakers in Pennsylvania where George and I do another show. And like one of the scores this past weekend was 78-12. And I'm thinking, I might have broke a record that night.
You might have been able to get a couple.
Yes.
No, but I mean, as you say, but there's Pitt. How stinking long ago did Dorset play?
Right.
And Aberdeen just went over 300 last week. That's 40.
Some years.
50, almost 50 years.
Almost 50 years, that's right, George.
So this is impressive.
Yep.
You know Boardman, Fitch. This is good football.
Very good
This
football.
isn't...
Division I, Division II players every year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In soccer, Holland continues to dominate. 8th straight conference title. Big victory over Boardman. That was a close match. They improved to 13-1-2 on the year, 6-0-3 in the league. Congratulations to another conference title for the Holland soccer team, and also congratulations to YSU pulling out a hard-fought defensive victory.
Defensive victory. Listen to the score, people. Defensive victory.
48-40. And what's interesting is that's the quote I had to put on my paper, that they thought the defense played pretty good. I said, oh, my gosh, George. This thing they played bad.
No, we talked about this forever, though. The landscape has changed. If you hold a team 24,
yes.
21, 24, maybe 27.
Great day.
You can't win. We have a buddy who coaches Slippery Rock. They're nationally ranked every year. We always check his scores. When he wins 56-35, we worry. When he wins 42-14, we think, could be another big year.
Yeah, what's the worry mean? It means that you know that some of these local, like Mountain Union, like Slippery Rock, they're going to be in the playoffs.
Yes.
But once you get there, you're not winning against the great teams, 56-55. You're going to lose that game. So you have a chance when you hold the team in the high 20s, low 20s. So YSU back to the drawing board defensively, but getting out with a victory sure helps in that leg. You try to win any game you can.
You know what else too? I like being that. I see all these bozos, and I'll call them bozos because they are bozos. Watched another guy yesterday down 9 go for 2, take every chance of winning here. Think of the mental advantage when you're Wyatt. Yeah, turn it around though. We know we're up 8. Even if they would get lucky, they got to score 2 point to tie us.
Yes.
And you're not going to do that?
I don't care what they say. It's a runaway freight train in the direction that
they're blaming
that I don't like.
They're blaming now they need someone to blame now. The Dodgers are blaming some guy who rides his bicycle to work.
Well, it's the Dodgers. It's
it's all.
It's all. Understand? So just when you lose, that's the built-in, blamer now. That somebody's telling data-driven in upstairs saying that pitcher doesn't pitch today. We're going to see. Because I think his name's Peralta.
He's going for 4. He
4
pitched Friday,
games.
Saturday, Sunday. And if he doesn't pitch tonight, the Yankees aren't getting it done.
I know they're telling him he can't pitch, and we're going to see if Boone pitches him anyway. We're going to find out.
16 pitches.
Yeah, we're going to see. They're going to say that he can't pitch.
They had Quantrill's dad on the other day. They flashed a picture. He pitched in 66 games. And I bet his arms are both there. Do you think they're both there?
I guarantee he's still working. I guarantee he's still working.
No, interesting that you said it. But to YSU, still good victory. We got the win. Now, what they have to do, and you and I would agree, we have a guy who calls our radio show all the time, and we always tell him the same thing. They have to steal one in the road.
Yeah, in that leg, it's really a steal job.
And it is a steal, too.
Yeah, because most of those home field advantages are gigantic, and that's why losing to North Dakota when YSU lost at home was a killer.
And they could have won.
Oh, yeah, they should have won.
No, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about NCAA football. I have to tell you, I've soured on Brady completely, but I'm going to talk about college first. Because, I watch this routine from a distance. I watch them chastise the students for leaving early. I watch them chastise the lady for asking them how it felt to win the game. You know what? I've had enough of this little sucker, and I'm glad he got beat Saturday with that slap handshake he gives that other coach. You know what? I've swung completely on him.
So his ego's out of control.
A bully.
And we're talking about Nick Saban.
He's a bully.
Yeah, sometimes you need to get humbled, and he got humbled Saturday. And once again, the problem with him that he can never get through. You would think to get wiser. George and I are older and we're wiser now. He blames somebody every time that something happens.
I never didn't go over. Now, as badly as I felt, and Al and I have this is another one of our favorites. He hates to lose. Who likes it? You like it?
There's not one guy ever.
Not one guy had ever coached.
They competed.
Like
That's
to lose,
right.
but
No.
he was a gentleman. And like I told Al, that special teams coach is in trouble today. Don't be shocked if he's gone.
Oh no, he was scared to come into work. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna bamboozle him. George saw a film somewhere that the 20 coaches in the room were nervous wrecks.
No. They were like this. Like they were looking at it because he hadn't sat down yet. And first of all, there was 9,000.
Like he was king coming.
There were 9. No, like Jesus, the Last Supper.
Yes.
Yeah, they were waiting for him, his
That's
blessing.
what I'm saying.
Like, wasn't my fault.
And what happens is it's the true character. It comes out, George. He'll say, "I've mellowed and I've done." You know why he says it, don't you?
Wins
every game. When you win every game, everybody's in a great mood.
I was the nicest guy in the world. They used to think I was funny, Oh, that coach,
Yeah, you're winning every night.
Every
I know.
night?
Yes.
Seriously.
No, I know. What was your magician line?
Yeah, I had a lady friend who was a beautician, and she had a sign in her office. She says, "I'm a beautician, not a magician."
And that's what we would say to the kids.
The kid can't. Yeah.
If you don't ever pick the ball up for a week, we would do our lessons on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And the kid would come back in on Sunday afternoon and
Same
say,
exact space. And we knew, and there were two. Don't forget, you're talking two guys that did it for 70 years. You're not going to trick us. You don't think I know if you can handle the ball with your left. I'll watch you warm up and know if you're working.
We did a drill. I got it from George, and I did part of the 1-1-1 drill, where you dribble on your right side, dribble in the middle, and dribble with the same hand. So you got to be able to get it back.
It strengthens your belly too.
Yeah. Well, when he would do the right hand, then they did the left, and the ball would roll away 17 times. The next week, we could tell, say, listen, you're going to go home and work on that 101 drill.
Yeah.
Come on, that ball would roll away 17 times. We would go to the parents and say, listen,
Yep.
you don't want to keep him here.
Yeah. Now, 'cause we're stealing your money, and we don't want.
Yes, we didn't do
But
that.
let's talk. The pride of the Pac-12. Who would have thought?
And
It's UCLA,
and I got to admit,
Daddy.
well, I just talked to one on our show. Every talk show in America had wanted him fired. Everyone, they said you should be gone. Now they're all raving about how good job he's doing. You can't do it one or the other. They can't. He's either lousy or he's not lousy. Somehow, some way, it took him 6 years with the same quarterback. That guy's been there forever.
DTR.
That guy's now like the coach on the field. He's that good.
Hey, I got to tell you.
He's that good.
Hey, I watched him. Running back, lightning.
Yeah, the kid from-
Receiver,
he's from
lightning,
Michigan.
and a big receiver.
no.
Got the whole
They
caboodle.
do. Yeah, they got skill. And
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 like
he
you
went out
said-
and got 3 of them.
And like you said, that Thompson Robinson, he's a bad dude.
Oh, he's a great quarterback. Yeah, remember we're talking college. We're not talking pros.
And don't forget too, we're talking about getting in the tourney. We're not talking about winning the Pac-12 because that'll. If they're all of a loss, they're not in it.
Yeah, that's the one
Because
league.
Georgia and Alabama.
That's
are
the
gonna
one
get
league.
two.
There's not getting in if they have a loss.
Yeah.
They're not getting in.
And it looks like the Big 12 is all going to have two.
They're going to have losses. They're out too.
Right.
So there's going to be 2 SEC teams.
Two
My
SEC?
guess is right now.
Clemson and
Ohio State or Michigan.
Ohio State or Michigan?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I hate to say that.
I see it already.
You can win the 12, but you can't win the Natty. You got to be able to be on
When
the
they say
team.
the 12's coming in, Georgia, say that yet?
No, they're still discussing. It's supposed to be a couple years, but I think
I'm hoping it comes in next
they've
year.
left it. Well, you know what they're trying to do? Slow down some of this musical chair.
I hope so.
That would do it.
That would do it
See,
for
that
us.
would do it because
Yeah.
that way they wouldn't have to move.
Right.
The rankings are coming out. Once they come out, you'll get an idea. You know, and I'll tell you what's strange this year. Normally, there's a team or two in non-power five.
Right.
Whether it be Cincinnati, Boise. I couldn't for
There
$1
isn't one
million.
this year. There isn't one.
There isn't one. I've
There really
seen
isn't.
Boise average at best. Cincinnati just
Yeah, both leagues. The great leagues, there's not
Central
one.
Florida.
No, there isn't one.
No. Am I missing
No,
anyone
there
down
isn't.
there?
No, there isn't. Houston was the one I thought would be there.
Coastal got
And they haven't done it.
spanked.
They
the
got
other
spanked too.
day.
Yeah, yes.
How about James Madison?
They got
Right
spanked
when they were
too.
filling their oats.
Look,
Right?
I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
I was at
they're-
their conference. I was after college this
They were
this summer.
filling their oats.
Yep.
All right, now, one word for the NFL. Crazy. Crazy. Now,
Yeah,
first
not
of
for
all,
long, that's what it is.
What did Roger say? Relax. How you relaxing now there, Pecos Pete?
Not for long. That's the
Not
NFL.
for long.
I'm telling you. All you have to know is I started out with 2,300 people in Survivor. As of today, as we see, there are 157 left. And it's only week.
But that amazes me, though. You understand?
Well, here's why, though. I only play 2. Everyone, all the other ones play 5 or 6.
Okay.
So,
You got to have something.
they got a chance to have something left.
Yeah.
I
was out for, I didn't want in to start with. I told the dude, I said,
how long did you last?
No, first week.
So a lot of people.
Who did I have to? I had somebody.
San Francisco, yeah, I remember.
San Francisco.
I know what week
At
it
the
was.
Bears.
I didn't know what week
At
it
the
was.
Bears, it was like Noah's Ark. And they were up 10-0. I thought, well, I go like this. I should be winning this every year. I'm going, yeah.
That was good, Pete.
That was a true story. You never know, but the Steelers being 10, and if you had the 10.5, I had to listen. Don't tell me you thought they'd win, because you did.
No.
Nobody.
Vegas said biggest game they had all year.
Really?
96% of the straight money.
Straight
minus 450. Minus 450.
Oh, 450 to win.
What's
That's
on?
like the other day. Kershaw was, I said, I wouldn't give you, like today, Tyon. I wouldn't
Oh, I
give
know.
you.
I know.
wouldn't get 8-5
It's the
for
truth.
Tyon.
He's not a favorite pitcher.
8-5.
I agree 100%.
He won't be there in
He
the
won't-
third
2
inning.
innings. He'll pitch 2 innings.
No.
Yeah, minus
If they're
450.
smart. Minus 450.
Yes.
You understand, people, for you that don't involve.
If you bet 100.
You have to bet 5 to get to 0. So you know what's happening that weekend. You're chasing
you're
Saturday
in
night,
jail.
Sunday night. You're
Yes.
No, you're completely done. But Green Bay losing at home, I can't say I could.
There's another one.
Give me some more of it.
That's another one.
Give me more. Hey, he and Brady.
Once
They're
again,
showing
their
true
egos,
colors.
their egos are one
They
out.
won so long.
Yes.
Brady there, they screaming at us. He was at Kraft's wedding Friday night. He wasn't even in Pittsburgh Saturday. He was at Kraft's wedding. Think about that.
I heard Pac-Man Jones say, I can handle, when I was in college, I didn't know anything. He said,
He's nuts.
I handled the college coaches yelling at me every minute.
Yeah.
He said, when you get to the pros, all the pro players at that time now are businessmen, professionals.
Yes.
You have to know how you're going to see.
Yes, absolutely.
And so when you talk about Brady screaming at the offensive line, I know they're looking at him thinking, you're the one who went to the
You're
wedding.
the one that was at the wedding. We were practicing.
Yes, I know that. They're thinking that. Like, they're not some old timers.
they're
some
not
young guys.
stupid.
What are you screaming at me for?
Yeah. How about you make a play?
Yeah, he stinks now, though.
He
Remember,
can't.
he's the greatest of all time, but he's no good
Yeah,
now.
no.
No. 45.
Yeah.
See, that's why his wife's saying, get home.
Yeah. Come home, Tommy, and take the kids to school like you
Yes.
should be. I'll say this, though. Kansas City, Buffalo. I'll take more of
Both
that.
two teams.
You take
Two
more of
best
that?
teams. They're really
Would you
good.
take a rematch in
Yeah,
January?
they're both very good.
Me too.
Yeah.
Miami with no Tua. Let's say this. They were both cleared. That league is still stunned and stunned.
They made a mistake.
And this Sunday, I think he'll be out there against Pittsburgh, but they are so conscious of the optics.
Oh, yes.
And if he gets knocked down again, they'll take him out again.
They will.
The league was embarrassed. You agree?
Yeah, and I was embarrassed for them. I knew
Oh,
he was
when he got up,
was
like
out on
he
his
got
feet.
punched by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he did. He got hit 3 times.
I hate to call this team a surprise because I'm waiting for the other shoe. Minnesota.
Yeah, they're winning closer games. They used to lose these closer games.
Yeah.
Like that's nice when you are able to pull out games. Their offensive line is really playing well.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
so
really playing well.
We've always said about if he gets time.
Yeah, Cousins can throw the
'cause
ball.
He's got some receivers.
Yeah.
And at number 4.
He has a lot of talent.
That's the dude from Florida State?
That's Cook from Florida State, Jefferson from LSU. Yeah, they got players. Yeah.
And I have one I made just on a whim. I took Minnesota to win their division because
Right.
Green Bay's heavy favorite
Right.
at the time. And the other one, I took Tennessee.
We said they had a chance.
And we know Jacksonville's not any better.
Right.
Than them. I'm not saying they're better.
Right.
I got
They
a
have
real
chance.
shot at
No, they
that.
have a chance.
Yeah, but it looks like nobody wants to win the league.
Yeah, all of them stink.
They all stink. I hate to
They
say
all-
it,
they
but
do
it's
stink.
true.
Yeah, they do stink.
It really is. The Thursday game last week was another dud.
You know, I thought about that, George. I don't look at a sheet, but I look at it and see I enjoyed the game.
No points.
Yeah,
You like
I like football.
old school
Yeah,
14-10.
somebody who likes modern football
Oh,
thinks
man.
it's a dud.
Oh.
There was more great hits.
Was there any defense?
There was
or
more
was
great
it
hit-
lousy offense.
Great hitting, great people running to the ball, enthusiasm on the field, coaches are coaching every play.
Okay.
It's just they're not good offensively. Seeing that, and everybody
Now
thinks
the quarterback's gone, by the way, today. They gave him surgery. He's out for the year. Washington.
Wentz.
Yeah, he's done.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
He's running for his life the whole time anyway.
Well.
I mean, that's what he said.
Sunday night games, obviously, they.
But I want to expand that though. That's,
Good.
you know, most young fans, if you ask them what if it's a good game or not.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, it was a great game. 48, 45.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
This
They don't-
guy I hang
That's
out
what they
with
want.
played at Ohio State in the '60s,
But
and I
Woody
told him,
Hayes.
he goes, Coach, he goes, 13-6, 10-6.
Those are the scores all
He
all
said
then.
you would,
Yeah, it
and
was
he
this.
knows it's just different.
That's why Buffalo and Kansas City are both good, by the way.
Absolutely.
They're
Go
pretty
both
good
ways.
defensively.
No.
too. Yeah,
Kansas City definitely underrated.
Yeah.
defense. Cooper Rush, we saw his last game at Philly.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything.
He played well.
Yeah.
For a backup, he played tremendously well.
How about the Jets and Giants? You know, the Giants are 5-1. They could be 1-5 just as
Easily.
But
It's
still.
the ball has bounced their way, for no question about it. It'll explode on them. Their schedule's so easy, though.
Yeah, I got
oh,
you.
my gosh.
Okay.
They play.
Well, they have last
they
place
got four.
schedule.
They got 4 games in a row. They can win
They
easily.
have last place schedule.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this.
But I'll say the Jets are not lucky.
Okay.
The
they're
Jets
better.
are good.
Good in the front.
Yes.
I had one of their runners just he went over big time.
Yeah, Hall.
Yeah. From Iowa State,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Hey, Kyler Murray, I'm souring.
I am too, and you know I loved him when he came out of college.
I know you did.
But I had no idea seeing his attitude like it is.
Terrible.
And so once his attitude stinks, and he's trying to be a
How about who they
pocket
grabbed?
passer.
Did you see who they grabbed today?
Oh, please.
That's like putting cancer
Makes me
into
gag.
cancer.
It does. Did you see? You guys see about Robbie Anderson?
Yeah.
The coach from
him credit.
Carolina, he just went high on my list.
He's interim, but he ain't watching
Get
that.
out! I'm not dealing with you.
No, get him off the sideline. MLB, by the time we're seeing the Guardians and Yanks will have settled, we got a 4
We're about 2 hours away.
What do you say
And-
there?
well-
What do you say for the Final Four? You still like Philly?
Oh,
You're
no,
with
I
Philly.
picked my final.
I know you did. You picked
Yeah,
Philly.
I picked Philly and the Yankees to win playing the World Series. I'm not going against it. I said
you're-
on this show.
you're pretty
On our
close.
show, we picked it. I'll stay with what I said.
The thing I see so much, that I can't deal with. You have a 0-0 17-inning game. Would someone smack the ball the
They're
other
not.
way?
They're not
Just
going to.
one. I don't want you to do it every time.
No, if it was 8-8, that means the hitters are doing everything well.
Yeah.
2 games went nothing,
Oh,
and
17
every
innings.
inning they swang from their heels.
Every inning.
Every inning.
17.
Yeah.
Hey, we got about under a minute. Firing Paul Chris. You know, I was far from a Chris
Right.
fan. I am so glad they lost to Michigan State. Whose
tells you it's
fault?
not the coach, right?
Who are they blaming on
not
that
the
game,
coach,
man?
yeah.
Anybody at all?
Yeah, let's blame Lemmer. They're not going to. He's a local boy.
Now, real quick, 30 seconds. You can finish it out. Hitting versus pitching in baseball. Do you need any more?
Well, we just talked about it. It's the style because they won't make any adjustments, and that's all I want them to do. When you're striking out 16 times in a game, please just make an adjustment or just keep going up there and
Come
say.
up the bat a little bit, maybe. Rizzo.
Yeah, and
Rizzo.
hit the ball the other way.
That's all
Yes,
we're asking.
That's all.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.